Sorry, I'm running a little late. The tiniest bit late. Like, the tiniest. Alright, I'm gonna get started. Sorry I didn't come back tomorrow or yesterday like I said I was going to, but I'm here today. So, there's that. I made it. Hold on one second. Okay. Alright. Cool. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so when I finished, I basically finished chapter 1. So there's that. I got my heart rate on today. Wait, what? Can I not save? I didn't save. Okay. Well, we already know what I need to do. So we've got resources here. Let's see. We've got no key for this. There's a tripwire somewhere. It's not here. It's here. Okay. I can use that later instead of shooting it. I'm trying to be strategic. Super strategic, right? Yeah. Let me turn this on and change this. I'm really a fan of that. They're like, okay. Alright, so we did this. You know. Two grenades. Why am I struggling? There we go. Okay, so I've already looked at that. There's nothing here. Alright.
What's that noise?
No. Don't waste my fucking bullets. Okay, so we killed him. Is there anything else in here that I need to look for? I don't think so. I don't like the way that this sounds. Okay, so we already did this. Flashlight. I think there's really anything else. Let's reload though. Why isn't it reading to me? Hold on one second.
3-player squads though.
You gotta play Arc Raiders. It just came out. I think it's nice. I will try it out. Arc Raider. Okay, I'll look into it. I will. I promise. I need a 3-player squad. Okay. All right. I will look into it for sure. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna mess with him.
That hurts, you know?
Seemed like you really wanted to talk.
How observant, senor. Now, say, you got a smoke?
No.
You know, those things will kill you.
Oh, well, maybe just untie me then, huh? Joder, not this guy.
Who are you? Okay, stop right there.
Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Okay, so we've already done this. I did not save it yesterday. That's why. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So next chapter? Okay.
Sacrificial lamb,
Am I?
you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
What?
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got a name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey, stop it. You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess you're here looking for someone. One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl. Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not helping.
Sorry.
Hey, we're not done here!
Are we?
Later, amigo.
My throat is so dry. I'm so sorry.
Shit, they took my gear.
Oh, shit. Well, it is what it is.
Condor 1 to Roost. I've located Baby Eagle. It sounds like she's being kept in some church.
Great. That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met. Said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right.
Okay.
I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
Okay, so I have no knife. All I can do is kick, which I learned how to do the other day from a friend. Fuck off. Okay, let's check out the map. Sub-objective. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Cool. I don't like these sounds. Wait, did I really examine the body? Why can't I take his axe? Not super realistic, but whatever. Okay, we'll take it. No. You have a gun. No, I don't. Wait, where? I don't. Don't forget to use. Yes, I'm literally gonna use kicks. Got it. Well, I've got a kitchen knife. Yeah, I've done this. Okay. All right. I can do the brave thing. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Should I? No, I'm gonna turn it off so I can see better. I am brave. I can be brave. I'm not scared. I do have to say the title rock. Wait, what? What is the title of my stream? Oh yeah, yeah. The chicken. Fuck that chicken. Not for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think about that often. All right, I can utilize F. Okay. Shh. Shut the fuck up. Yes, thank you. Another knife. Great. Is there anything else in here? Let me check the map. Nope. What do I hear? So don't go this way.
Hey, that's my gear.
Got the gear. Thank you for liking the live. Sorry. Crazy how it's giving you these hints, but you already did the hardest part. I know. I don't know why. Not weird. Maybe because it's been like a day. You hear that? Oh shit. Oh. Oh fuck! I wasn't paying attention. It's okay. There's one right there too. All right. Well, here goes another herb. Another knife. Is there anything else in here? I don't. What the fuck was this? Cool. Okay. I don't think there was anything else. Nope. Alright. Well, there's a bear trap in front of this door. What? Okay. Alright, I'll try it. Alright, so... Can't go that way, but I can hop over this. The fuck? Alright, so we're gonna do stay. Damn. Oh. I want you guys to know that was button smashing at its finest. Literally. It looked like I knew what I was doing, right? I don't. Okay. I'm nervous. Alright, my shit should be in here, right? I'm sorry, I've been playing Phasmo, so when I see the lights flicker like that, it's making me scared. Just a little bit. Okay. I'm looking around before I do anything. Nope. Looks like I have to do it. I have to go back through.
It's locked.
Run fast.
Run fast? What the fuck? Don't tell me that. Why? What's gonna happen? Oh, because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come down. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay, there's a trap right there. Remember that. Okay. Okay. Wait, where's the door? Is it over here? No. Why am I confused? I'm so confused. Where am I supposed to be going to? It was this door, wasn't it? It was that door. I kind of want to set this off. That's that door. Okay, I got it. I got it. Right? That was the door? Didn't even look at it. I missed the door completely. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention.
Gotta get your weapons law.
I know. Okay. I'm going to go.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta run really fast. Okay. F. Hold. Move quick, bitch! Don't be slow. Oh my god, why am I moving like this? Bitch. Yeah! See? Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, guys. Thank the Lord. Okay. I've got some shit now.
I'll be taking these back.
Yeah! I'm taking all those knives. Bitch, I ain't got a key. But I can finally go through this door. Okay. Pre-organized. Nice inventory. Yeah, I did that before. Okay. But really quick, let's just part of me really wants to add this to this. No, I can't. Okay. Well, you got you. We got you. We got wait. It doesn't even let you stack them up on top of each other. I have 4 knives now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if I were to get another weapon, like, I literally have no space. Unless I were to do... Can I do anything with this? Not yet. If you could press a knife into another knife, then it would... I know! Why couldn't we? It makes me sad. Okay, but I mean... That's mechanics. Nothing I can do about it. I feel like... Can I reload this? Okay. Alright, and then... So I'm ready. Oh, fuck off. You're being sarcastic. You know I don't know these things! I can never tell. Okay, I'm not prepared for this.
Over here, stranger.
Wait, what? He's a good guy? Oh, yeah! Yay. Your friend is out there, okay. Do I trust him? Oh, is this the guy?
Some business then, eh? Welcome.
Okay. You've completed a task received. Okay. Hey.
Job well done deserves pay.
Yay, more! Okay.
I've got something new for you, mate. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
For lack of skill, let's be so for real. I ain't got no fucking skill. So, part of me feels like I want to, for my main weapon. Thanks for the follow, Jade. For my main, don't be baited. He's trying to get your money. Okay. It won't be baited. It won't be baited. No baited. Fine. I will leave it
That be
alone.
all, then?
Nope. Let's see what I can buy.
You'll get some bang for your buck.
No, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Power is fine. Hold your money on weapon upgrades. Okay. I don't feel like I need any of this right now. Let's look at this. How are the requests coming along? Did you know that you can trade this spinel? Receive as a reward. Wait, can I trade? Oh, shit. Let me go. Bitch. And treasures. Okay. Okay. Can I trade anything? I didn't even look.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? What's that? How have we procured these curiosities?
I'm good.
Don't want to
I don't need to
suit
trade anything.
yourself, stranger.
And you buy the case upgrades. Wait, can I?
Welcome.
Case upgrade. I don't have enough. But I
What
can
you
go
see is
kill
what
some
I've
shit.
got.
You wouldn't carry more than 2 additional knives. I kind of want regular knife. Hold on. I need some water. Okay. Nah, I don't
Will
need
that be
anything right
all,
now.
then?
Yeah. I think I'm
Hard
good.
times, mate.
Is it? Is it hard times? I'm gonna save. Yeah. I'll just keep that one. Fuck it. Okay. Can I repair my combat knight at the merchant? Can I do that? Because if so, I'd rather carry my combat knife. Wait, had I... Can I not store it? I can only discard tune-up knife. Oh. So I can't store any of these. So you are saying I should discard. You wouldn't carry more than 2. Okay. Sell? Oh, I suck! Okay, wait. You didn't see that. Pretend like you didn't see that. That didn't happen. I could have sold it. Oh, that's embarrassing for me. So I just wasted $400 or 400 pesos. It's okay. It's just 400. Not that big of a deal. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Okay, let me... Ooh, this is 1,000. Can I get rid of this?
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Tune up. I'm gonna repair this. I feel like it's totally worth it.
Dotting your eyes. That's the way to be.
And then I'm gonna sell another kitchen knife.
Valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Well then, what can I do you for?
All right, I'm good.
Business with you.
Um. Guess you can't sell any.
Your valuables
Oh, so I can
won't
sell
do
this.
you much good in the grave.
Because I don't think I have any more use out of this, right? And then sell this. That's gonna give me 6,000. Should I sell the skull shaker since it doesn't really have much use, or no?
You can sell that once key items pop up, they aren't needed anymore.
Don't sell your guns, in my opinion. Okay.
Time is money, mate.
All right, hold on. What did I want to sell? Okay, so the velvet blue. So I'm just gonna sell these two. Okay. New game plus can freezing life and fully upgrade weapon. I'm just gonna selling.
A deal
Sold
well
those.
struck.
All right.
Anything else I can
Tune
help
up.
you with?
No, thank you.
Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right.
I feel like I do want the reload speed, just because I feel like it takes too long, and I am not. But no, you said wait. I'll wait. I think I'll be fine. You buff the knife. That'll stay with you forever. Buff the knife? Okay. For durability.
If you want a fight dazzled, are you?
Okay.
Our craftsmanship demands no.
Alright.
Got a selection of good things on sale. Come back anytime.
And then what's this? Is that get rid of the rats that have taken over the factory? Okay. I've seen quite a few rats. Okay. And then what was this? Cool.
Oh, break's over, I suppose.
Yep. Oh no. Don't have that. That's fair, but yes. I would wait. Okay. You can sell. Alright, thank you guys for the help. I always need it. So Crunchy taught me that if I can kick, I wasn't kicking before, so I'm gonna try. I feel like there's supposed to be a trap coming up. Yep, I hear her. Bitch! Alright, where else? Was it just her? Are you good, Leon? What's his health at? He keeps like... Oh, because he has a thing, right? Ooh, I hear something. Must be stealthy. Must be stealthy. I'm out on a stroll. You got this. Use your parries and kicks. Okay, I appreciate you. A thing. A thing? Okay, I got this. It's fine. I'll be alright. I'm prepared. Okay. Okay.
We believe in you, Vienna. You got this.
Thank you. You know what? You're right. Oh, shit. The fuck is this place? Okay, so there's quite a few of them. Oh, shit. Feel like, let's see. They're not all in the same place, because if they were, I could just grenade them, right? What's in here? Okay,
No good.
so he's gonna see me.
Ahí está.
Cool. Fuck off.
Watch out for dynamite enemies.
I saw. They weren't close enough. Fuck off. Damn, he's fucked up. Oh, nope. That would have been bad. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Fuck. Hold on. Let's use this one. I got grenades. No. Oh, shit. I'm out of ammo. Oh, whoa. Hello. Hey, bitch. Get off of me. Okay, go away, go away, go away. Alright, alright, alright. Wait, I can reload. What the fuck?
One down.
Okay, what did you get me? Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, that wasn't so bad. Give me some stuff. Give me the pesos. Did I get everything? Is there more? Alright, let's see. I forgot the kick. Where the fuck is he? Yeah. Where the fuck is this guy? I hear stuff happening, but I don't see where the fuck these bitches are. Where? Oh, up there. Okay, he's gone. Oh, he does not sound like... Ooh. Hello, buddy.
Come on.
Oh, hello, friend. Oh, shit. Okay. We've got quite a few of you. Oop. Let's go this way. Actually, let's eat an egg. Let's eat an egg. Forgot that I can do that. Okay. I want to go down. I want to give them this. Can I open this? Ooh. Hello. I found a key! Okay, we found a key. Ooh, shit. Hey, guys.
Shit.
Go out.
Ray for Remake should have had breakfast sandwiches long.
Ooh! I love that. Okay, let's go over here, see what we got. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So we ain't got much. Okay, let's go over her. Alright, let's... You didn't die from that? Bitch, run. But also... Oh, you're fine. Fuck. Why is there so many? Oh, fuck. Okay. Ugh. I gotta sneak. Now that I'm starting over, I gotta sneak. I'm gonna sneak. That's the goal. I wanna sneak. So that guy sees me around the corner.
I have some advice if you want it.
Yes, please. Give me all the advice. I need it. Lord knows I need it. Okay. I'm waiting for it. Alright, let's think about this.
So when you fall down, there's a house with an open window to the left.
The window. I didn't think about that. Okay. Okay. I'll wait for that man. I'll wait for that man to turn back around to go down. Is he gonna go away?
You can stay there and lure them, and the dynamite guys will kill some too.
Okay, so I go down. You said there's an open window. Where's the window? Okay, I'm gonna go around the other way. Go away.
Oh, it's around the side of the house.
I know. I'm gonna go that way. I just want to make sure that guy's not walking. Yeah, I don't want him to see me. Him. I'll wait for him to turn around and then I'll go. Why do they sound like that? Okay. Fuck off. Alright, once it started, I might as well just go through the window, right? Alright, got you. Alright, so we're just gonna... Hey, lady. I'm so afraid that they're gonna come in through there. Give me all of this shit, please.
As long as the lock is on, they won't.
Okay. Okay.
They keep coming.
Okay. Thank you for the advice. This is like so much better. Watch there be a bunch of ammo out there. Maybe I should like start letting them in so like the ammo's in here. Damn. Wait, there's first aid spray. Right here. Oh, there is a bunch of ammo out there. Okay.
You can run out, grab some stuff quick, and run back in.
Why won't it let me in? Ah. Fuck. There we go. Are they just gonna like stay at a distance? If so, I'm just gonna stay at the window and just like... Oh.
And the yellow orb
funny.
is a max health increase.
Ooh. Okay, I think it seems like that's about it for now. Alright. Thank you for that great tip. Oh, they're coming. Come on.
No problem, you got this.
Okay. I only got 3 left. See something around the side. Okay. Let's go farming right now, really quick, like. Need more ammo, so I will happily. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else in here? Good. Alright, let's...
Come on.
Hold on, let me take a break. Oh, craft. This. Use. Okay. Please, something worth it. Okay, not worth it? Ooh. Hey, guys. Okay, cool. Go back over here. You ain't got shit. Okay, come on. I got OCD a little bit. That's not really good for me. Oh shit, I can craft some shit. Oh shit, I can craft some shit. Oh, thank God. I didn't forget that I can craft shit. Okay. Let's move this here, this here. This here. Okay. I can also throw it in here.
Next.
I have all the Creepy Talk songs stuck in my head now, especially the Tulip one.
I know. It's not over. Where are they? Oh, hey, buddy. You have a question for me? Okay. Can't see. I'm gonna have to get out. Shit. Oh, shit. I'm okay. Fuck off. Come on. Don't make me miss.
Any more shotgun ammo?
Yeah. I know I can just scroll. Hold on, I should have, need to, oh shit, I can make more. Okay. And then I'm gonna use this. Damn. Come on, bro. Damn. I'm like wondering, hey Chino, sorry. Thank you for sharing the live almighty and the good games. I appreciate it.
Never heard of cranberry white chocolate oatmeal cookies until today. They're so good.
Are they really? I'm gonna have to try that. That actually does sound like a really good combination. Okay, so I'm out of this. Where are they? I see ammo. See some ammo somewhere over here. Where are you? Okay. Here goes some ammo. Oh, okay. Come on. I think they have to see me. Hey Tino. Cool.
I posted your live on my story on TikTok.
Thanks, Chino. Hey. Go. One more. One more. Oops. Yes. There we go. Okay. I don't know. Okay, we've got more pesos. I think we might be good. Like, I think that I'm gonna go out, try to see what else I can find. Possibly entice these bitches. Oh, thanks. I hear you. I hear you. What's down here? Oh, they're down here too. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I wish that they would just come down and fight me instead of staying up there. I think I have to go up. I gotta figure out how to get up there though. Let's see. Nuh-uh. Hey, buddy. What? Oh, hey. Go down already. That was like 4. Oh shit, he fell. But I still get this gunpowder. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? There's some stuff up there. I gotta go. I hear stuff. Oh. I see him. See the dynamite. Hear that dynamite. Where are they? Gotta be a way to get up there, right? Not that bitch. Where is this? I hear him. I just don't see him. Where is he? Oh, he's coming from up over there somewhere. But where? Why can't I see?
Some places you can't get up to, it's just for the enemies.
Trying to get him. I think there's only 1 or 2 left. There's one over here down here. I shot him a couple times. How did I get to that? Was it like over here? It's down here. I know that there was a guy in here. Yeah. Ooh, I like this place. Okay,
There should be an emblem upstairs to grab and a crank up the hill.
an emblem upstairs to grab and a crank up the hill. Okay. Hold on. Ooh. This is a hard decision. For sure need more. For sure. Okay, so there should be a emblem upstairs to grab and a crank up the hill. Okay. Okay, I think that might be good. Crank up the stairs. Crank up the stairs. Or right here. And crank up the hill. Sorry. How do I go up the hill? Up there? Up the hill. Oh, hey, buddy. Die. Die. Don't make me miss again. Don't make me miss. I hate missing. It's my least favorite part of this game. Cool. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. That's what she said. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Why do I think like this? My brain is not... There it is. And I have to hurry up, right? Okay.
You said it, not me, lol.
I know. Oh shit. Where the fuck are you, bitch? Why do I hear you but can't see you? You know what? Cut that bitch. I don't need to be here. Fuck y'all. Oh shit. Fuck that bitch. Completely. Okay, so now I have the emblem that I need, but real quick, like,
Stranger.
hey, bitch.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale,
Let's fix up
stranger.
this shit.
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best
don't care.
cheesy work.
Okay, so I repaired it.
Your weapons are in good hands, mate.
I'm gonna
I'll
save
see
that.
you right. Anything else I can help you with? Come back anytime.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay. And then let me craft. Oh, I need a submachine gun. Oh, I'm gonna save this for sure. Yeah, we're gonna save this shit. I want a submachine gun. How the fuck do I get that? Someone point me in the right direction. I need that, like yesterday. Use. Wait. My brain is so off. Okay. Right? Okay. I'm figuring it out. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I'm never good at these games. Wait, can I buy a submachine gun? I didn't even check. Hold up 1 second.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. You'll get some bang
No,
for
I
your
can't.
buck. I guarantee it. Not enough
Case
cash,
upgrade.
stranger.
Oh, let me go back here and kill some
Hard
shit.
times, mate.
I want the case upgrade, just in case. I feel like I need it, right?
Hey, girl.
Hey, Jason. No, I know. I know this bitch is somewhere. she... Where is she? I hear her. Oh, there she is. Bitch. Oh, shit. She done turned.
You can use the small key to open the cabinet in the factory once you're done there. Silent Hill 4.
One down.
Oh, shit. Where's the rest of these bitches? Oh, there she
Ready
is.
for remake.
I've heard it's gonna be good. Okay. Okay, where did you tell me to go? You can go. Oh, right. Okay. I need to go over here, right? I hear more. Was it in here?
I got second remake.
No, it wasn't in here. Where was the thing that I need to open? Where the fuck are all these people coming from? Is it up here?
Oh no, in the place you got your weapons back.
Oh, okay, I got you. I gotta go back. Gotta go all the way back. Where the fuck is this bitch? And why is she so loud? Like, make yourself seen. Oh, I see you. Can I get up there? Come on. I'm a good shot, I promise. Can I get up there to go get that shit? I ain't wasting nothing. Every little bit. I'm taking everything. No. I can't? There's no way. Oh, these bitches. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, look. Look. There's a way. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks for me. Oh, well. Nobody told me. Sorry, I have my songs.
There is a treasure hanging there too in the middle of the bridge.
In the middle of the bridge? There's a treasure hanging?
Gotta go. I need to catch my subway. Happy gaming, love.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you hopping in. Okay, in the middle of the bridge, there's a treasure. Where? In the middle of the bridge.
Oh, the other bridge.
The bridge. Over there?
And above you.
And above me. Oh, sorry. I mean up here. Up here? Oh, there's no bridge up here. Damn.
The really sturdy bridge.
The really sturdy bridge. Over there. Okay. You're fine. Why aren't you dropping down? Pressing F. Drop down. Drop down. Leon, you can do it. Don't be scared.
Right by the steps.
Right by the steps. Okay. Right by the steps. My brain is not comprehending. I'm looking though. That's not a bridge. That's not a bridge. Okay, really sturdy bridge right by the steps. This one? I'm just gonna go everywhere over here. Look for everything. Nothing over here. Nothing down here. Nothing right here. I don't want to go down there. Hold on, let me drink some more water. My throat is dry. Hold on. There's a scammer in my chat on Twitch. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. How do I delete this? Damn, they were posting in here. I don't even know how to take it out. Oh well. I tried. Okay. Okay. So that's not the bridge. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried. Okay. I'm gonna drop down here. Just for the fun of it. I don't think I missed anything in here. No, I don't want to break that open just in case I need it later. I feel like I'm gonna backtrack at some point and I don't want to fuck up anything. Alright, I'm gonna go. Like looking around. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing them homebound. Okay.
Yeah, that one is hard to find if you don't know where to look.
Sorry. I really should. Wait. Is this where I came from? Yeah, that's where I came from. Okay, so you said there's something to unlock. And is it this?
It's over, I suppose.
What was it? Oh, back here. It was not. It was this. Use. Yay! Thank you! I almost forgot. What's in here? If it's a submachine gun. Oh man, I thought it was a submachine gun. I was gonna cry. I'm gonna be so happy. It was not. It was not the submachine gun. Okay,
Nothing
what do
but
I want?
welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
I think I wanted the
Why not try your hand at a new
case
gun,
upgrade.
stranger? A bit more space never hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Perfect
yeah,
size
yeah.
for you. Don't get yourself killed now.
Okay.
That's worth some nice cash with all the jewels on it.
Is it? Okay, so put all the jewels on it. Okay, let me go here. Wait. Okay. So
Different colored jewels for max value.
okay. So don't put the red one here, so go get another one. And then remove. Okay. Got you. So I'll keep looking around. Okay. Let's reload. Oh shit. A bitch only got so much. Alright, I'll be alright. I'm always alright. I'm always okay. You also unlock a bonus for 3 of the
Treasure
same,
above you too.
but I do think it isn't as much. Ooh, there's treasure above me. Where? Treasure above me. Bro, I don't know. But I do want to do a stealth kill. Because why the fuck not?
You'll see it hanging.
Oh, there's a girl. Oh, she's right here. Oh, there's three. Okay. Okay. Fuck up. You bitch. You got me all fucked up. Look at this shit. Look what you just did. You got me all fucked up. You got this bitch coming after me. I didn't ask for this life. You brought it to me, bitch. Okay, you said I'll see it. Wait, okay. You'll see it hanging. I'll see it hanging. Oh shit. Hey. Yeah. Go down. Okay, I'll see it hanging. Okay, above me, and I'll see it hanging. Oh. I'll see it hanging. Something sounds like it's about to come back up. You hear that? One right here. Alright, hold on.
Yep, that's the one.
I gotta turn this way. Nope, turn the wrong way. That's the right way. Where? Am I missing it? Nope, I'm turning the wrong way again. I think it's this way. Yep. What's that?
Look up at the corner of the broken wall at Silver. What part you at I can help?
Look at the corner, it's silver. So it's not, oh, that's just a hole in the ceiling. Duh. Look at the corner, it's silver. The corner, it's silver. Look at the corner, it's silver. It's not that. Why can't I see it? It's not that. What's that?
The sound will help to vet the treasure.
What is that? I don't know what that was, sorry. Wait, was that it? Was that it? Was that it? Yes? Is that what I'm looking for?
That's it.
Okay. So I'll go back and look at that one eventually. Should I go do that now? You said it was on the bridge. I don't know what bridge it was on. I'll just keep it moving. Let's see what we've got. Hold on, wait.
Once you leave that treasure, it's gone for good.
Oh, so like, it's gone. I'm not gonna get it. That's okay. Alright, there's a trap right there. There's a trap right there.
Still getting nice treasures, though.
Yeah. Fuck off. Fuck these animals, for real. I don't fucking trust any of them. After that fucking... do that stupid shit to me, no. Fuck off.
Listen carefully here.
Okay, I will listen carefully. Is that a treasure?
Well, that stinks.
Hear that? I hear a chainsaw man. I hear the chainsaw man. I gotta go. I can't. I gotta go. Y'all heard him. I don't like this for me. I gotta do the brave things. Go where? I don't know where I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere though. It ain't here. The influence is not what it once was. Destroy the wind-up dolls. Do not forgive the aristocrats. Okay. Why do I hear him? Why?
Run has near.
Run, he's near. But I have treasure over there. Fuck it. I gotta go. Okay. I'm going. Fuck him. I can't do this. Not today. Sorry. I don't know why I got scared. It's fine. I forgot that was there.
You have to go where he is, lol.
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No. No, I refuse. Oh, shit.
Call out.
Do I actually, though? Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, bitch.
Yeah, that's where the main mission is. You can fight or run past him.
I think I'm gonna run past him. That's gonna be the goal. We're gonna do the thing where I'm not brave, which, let's be so for
Love
real.
Scary V.
You love Scared V? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of being scared. Where is he? Okay, well, first off, I shot that thing over there. So I did that.
And duck under the dynamite.
Step under the dynamite. I hear him. He's somewhere. Can I go to the well and grab the thing that I shot down? No. Is he behind me? Is he up here? No. Oh, wait. Cool. Broke it down. Okay. You have to be brave. Alright, so you said I could run. Right? I'm here. I need to go straight up into this
Go
ditch.
say hi.
Okay. It's good. I can do hard things.
Yes, girl, you're so brave.
Bitch! What? No! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! I can't do this. Nope. I gotta go. I gots to go. I don't have to be here. Bitch, I don't have to be here. See, that's what you don't understand. Nope. Bitch. Oh, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. Oh, no. Okay, well, I think this is where we call it a day. We call it a fucking day. We call it a day. Bitch. Hold up. Okay. You know what? Let me, I'm very brave, but now I'm also not brave. I'm gonna equip myself with this shit. Also, oh shit. Okay.
Grenade and run wall.
Oh, bitch! Bitch!
Present.
Oh shit, that was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong when I did it. It was immediately wrong. I knew it. Okay. Grab your grenade, bitch. Grab your grenade. Oh shit. Okay, equip. Yep. Grab that shit. Fuck this motherfucker up. Actually, you need more distance. Get more distance. It's fine. Just get the distance
It's
you need.
okay, just run.
Bitch, run faster than that! What the fuck are you doing, you dumbass? Ooh, no. Okay, you know what? I can run circles around this bitch. No, I can't. You get stuck. Oh, shit. Shit. Bitch, you had 3. What the fuck? Oh, shit! Run, bitch, run! Run, bitch, run! Run! You're just gonna have to run. Oh, fuck off! You're okay. Don't let him get you. Don't let him get you. Don't let that bitch get you. Hold up. Take a second. Breathe. Breathe. You're gonna take this. You're gonna read what Crunchy said. On God, I'm scared your scream is going to tear the speaker fabric on my sound bar. I'm sorry. Flashbang him and unload. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Okay, let me stop checking for a second. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Also, let me get brave. Okay. My heart rate's not even that high. I'm not that scared. It's okay to just run. Okay. But I feel like I need to kill him. Like, I know for me that I need to kill him. I'm tired of this bitch. I need him to go. Okay, so we're gonna try my best. We're gonna equip this shit. We're gonna breathe. And we gonna figure out where the fuck you coming from, bitch.
He does have a good treasure.
Bitch, die!
You even feeling this?
Oh, fuck off. Die already. Die! Why the fuck won't you die? What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Oh, bitch! Get the fuck out of this shit! What the fuck are you doing? I hate you. Leon, you are such a bitch. I can't stand you. You're the worst character to play. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off, bitch. Fuck all the way off. Did you just cut me? What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Oh my god. Oh fuck. I'm checking. Give me a second.
Tell him.
I told him and I killed him. I just did that shit, bitch. Sorry, you're not a bitch. I'm just saying bitch in general. I'm so happy. I'm still shaking. Give me like 2 seconds. Oh shit. Okay. I did it, guys. Whew, okay. I'm so proud of myself. Alright, now where are the rest of you bitches? I hear y'all. I'm so happy. Okay, wait a second. Now I gotta see. What was that treasure? Okay. So, oh. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Let's see. Did I miss anything while I was like being afraid over here? Sorry, I got hair in my eye. What the fuck is this shit? Nothing? Okay. I don't think I missed anything. I need to go into the store, but before I do... Yay! I cannot believe I did that. I'm so proud.
You can do blue and red and sell the other one later.
You can do blue and red and sell the other one later. Okay. Give me a second. I don't think I can go back. Got more resources. Is this it over here? Let me see the trap. No, that's not it over here. Alright, let me go try that door before I explore more. Okay. No?
Won't open.
Okay, so I don't have a key for this. Okay. Let's see this. I don't have a key for this either. Okay, cool. So I have to continue to go this way. Okay, we know that there's one right here. Actually, part of me feels like I should, like, no, don't waste bullets. Don't waste bullets. Yeah. Oh. Should I continue to explore a little bit? Yeah. Let's see, is that it? That's it. Wait, what's over here? Nothing. Okay, cool. Oh, bitch. Space bar. Okay, wait. Stab it. I'm trying to keep the durability of my knife. I love that for us. Ooh. I got you while you're on the shitter? What the fuck? Bitch! Shut the fuck up. Are you dead? Are you dead? Oh, I literally got him while he was on the shitter. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Sorry. That's a horrible way to go, actually. Yes. Don't lose durability unless you stab a zombie. Oh, I didn't know that.
Not too shabby. Someone has shown up their neighbors.
For real, for real. Got the garlic. We got more eggs. Okay, so got the front door. Cool. Got that key. Help me to get out. But let's keep exploring, because why not? What's this?
Old photos.
Okay. Actually, let me do that really quick while I'm thinking about it. So, let's do red here. Okay. 18. Okay. So now I can go sell that. Wait, what's here? Yeah. Okay, let's clean this shit up. I wish. Okay, let's put this here. Put this here. Let's craft some shit. Okay. Cute.
If you get yellow, it's 20k, but 18,000 is still good.
I think that's good. I can't remember which is better. Okay, now check the red versus red value. Oh, okay, I'll check. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we've got this. We've got this. We got this. Eggs. Much better. Okay, now let's check red versus red. Move a gemstone. Oh, okay, let's inlay gemstones. Okay, red. Red. And red. Oh, more. 19. That's pretty close to 20. I think I'm just going to leave it all red. I wonder what I can get for... Okay, let me inlay gemstones. Let's do red and blue. Let's see what that equals. Out to 12. Okay, now let's remove. And let's do 2 blues. Okay. This, yeah. Okay, that works. That works for me. Examine. For selling only. Okay, cool.
Money, money, money.
Money, 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 money. Money. You hear that? I hear that. I heard that. I don't like that. Girl, you're fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's always fine. It's great. Everything's great. All the time. Oh, fuck off.
I have never heard that before.
God is great. God is good. I feel like I hear these things all the time. God is great all the time. It's what I hear all the time.
Sounded like footsteps.
Oh, the footsteps? Yeah. Does anybody know what this code is? Okay. I got it.
Crop.
Crop, big baby, pig, and baby. Okay, crop. That's not it. Okay. What's this? Okay. Fuck is that? Alright, let's okay. Cool. Okay, we're gonna keep all that. All that good. Are we reloaded? Okay, we're locked and reloaded. What the fuck do I hear that shit? I heard that shit. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, bitch. I swear to God. Bitch. I don't play. I don't fuck around. I'm pretty sure I picked up some shit off you. Oh, that's the bitch that was
Have a good stream, V.
on the toilet. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey. You didn't feel like guessing the 27? Absolutely not. Do you value your time or something? Absolutely, I do. You and your sarcasm, I hate it. I hate it for me. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I get it. Okay. Red herb. First off. Yeah. Cool. Oh, shit. Well, that's no good. Okay, I already saved. Please, please, please. And a great... Sir, the people offered their most... Old farmer crop. Oh, here it is. Whoops. I wasn't going to come up here. Thank you, Brittany, for the heart me and the 10 pumpkins. I'm sorry. I don't be paying attention. I be locked in. I literally have to leave here shortly, so... I'm so scared. Nope, I don't like this.
Anxiety is running high over there. You're ready to shoot at any minute.
I really am. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? I'm guessing that I'm supposed to make it match up. This is a really cool puzzle. Line it up with what's in the background. I figured.
Making the Los Illuminados symbol.
Hold on. I think it's this way. Oh, shit. Alright, I hate this for me. I'm going crazy. I don't think I'm going crazy, guys. I'm not going crazy. Yeah. Ponder orb. Okay. I don't think that was right. I think I was supposed to... Oh, now it's like moving a bunch. I hate this. Wait, I didn't try it this way. I got it, I got it, I got it. Keep it this way, but rotate it. There it goes. Sorry, it took a second. Bitch. Bitch. Look, I'm not ready. Village Records, Volume 3. October 10th, the weather has been strange. We have bears and cows. There are signs of Ooh, damn. Ooh.
Old friend again.
Is he... Am I going to see him? Great stopping point right here, if memory serves right. Crunchy, you're the best. I feel like I'm doing a really good job of getting to great stopping points when I need to get off. 8 more today. Damn. She stopped writing the date, or they stopped writing the date. Ooh, shit. That was today's date, right? Oh, I got another key. Bitch! You got other shit to grab? What the fuck? Oh, fuck off. Absolutely not. The fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alright, Mr. X. Like man? Mr. X like man. I don't know who this is, but...
The blood has accepted the gift.
Oh, he came back for me. Is that Umbrella? Is that Ada? Is that my woman? That's my woman. That's my woman. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Love this for us. We love Miss Wan.
Gift? My blood?
Yeah, I don't think that was a gift, honey. We finished the second chapter! I'm so proud of us, you guys. We did it. I did it. I did that! You guys know what? I am actually liking the way that this game is set up. I'm liking the way that it's playing. I love this. I love this for us. Should I look at my results? Don't judge my results. Okay.
Leon got all the baddies on him.
Right? Right. Thank you, Crunchy. My accuracy is not bad. I died 6 times. I died once here. An hour 28, 2 hours and 12. Okay. I don't think I did bad. How many times did I get damaged? 17? Okay. Okay. Should I shift? save game. Okay. All right, well, this is where I'm going to stop. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Hopefully, I will be here tomorrow. Should be about the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. Tomorrow's Friday. Wait, yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm probably going to start a little bit earlier, so probably at 10:30. So I hope to see you guys all here then. If not, see you guys next time. I will be probably playing Helldivers or Phasmo tonight, if anybody wants to stop in for that. But yeah, thank you guys for all your help today. I appreciate you guys, and I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!